You are sacred. You are sacred. And we need you. We need everyone in this time. My friend Gary Malkin, who did the soundtrack for the movie Thrive, said, it's all hands on deck. So we need you to be your best, to be in service to humanity, to literally save the world. In previous era, they had war, disease, many problems, injustice. But they didn't also have to deal with pollution of the oceans, air, our seed freedom, your freedom to plant the seeds that you want, heirloom seeds, things like that. So we have to do all the things every generation in all the past tens of thousands of years had to do, and we also have to do this new mission of cleaning our water, having a healthy planet, continue to solve injustices, work toward peace, and eventually create a civilization. And we're about ready to leave the nest and go out into the rest of the solar system. So you're sitting here because you are sacred, you matter, and you're part of the answer for the future. The children of tomorrow look back and they're thanking you for your contribution. The children of tomorrow in future generations are looking back and thanking you, yes, for the contribution that you are making to humanity. So this is not just, hey, I want to, make a better brand, or it's just me, or it wouldn't matter if I was ever born or not, let alone does my brand matter. You're sacred. You were born in this time for a reason to fulfill your mission, and your mission is expressed out to the world through the unique character that you have, your values, your particular purpose, and unique voice that all collectively show up as your brand. Okay? So, what does that mean? What is my brand? If I'm an employee, I don't have a brand. Well, no, the brand is you. And if you don't have an effective way of communicating your brand, you're not going to get that job. I don't know how many people here are still employees and want to continue to be employees, but it does also apply to that person. If you know that friend or family member that is suffering because they can't get right livelihood, it does matter how they present themselves to the world. If you are a self-employee, you are your employment. You do massage therapy, or you're a yoga teacher, you coach others. If you are being of service and it's you working with others is your business, you're in self-employment, and your brand and how you can effectively communicate that is going to make all the difference. If you're a business owner, you know what I'm talking about branding. What is the unique voice of your brand? Why should people look at your brand? Why do you matter? Effectively communicating that as a business owner, whether your business is about service or a product, or both. And then if you're an investor, you have to also communicate about yourself. Okay, so I think that covers everyone. So I'm walking through Kauai as we're going past this graphic. I chose this because my team and I, and those that just like to come and have fun with us, we go to Kauai every year and recharge and have fun together, right? And so I'm going to not tell you about your brand or what you should be doing, because the answers are inside you. So you're going to tell me about your ideal brand. I'm going to give you a gift right now. I'm going to lead you through a technique where you can find the answers inside yourself. Not just any answers, but the absolute best possible answer. And you're going to use it today, right now. I'm going to teach you how to do this. to tell me or write down what is optimal about your brand. I'm going to show you how to get in touch with that divine spark that's within yourself, and all the answers are inside you. They're in your body. You have everything that you need right now because you have a physical body. Your physical body is your unique sacred geometry. It's your temple. And through the sacred geometry of your physical body, you can access higher realms of energy, answers, information, and wisdom. So everything you need, the whole library of the universe, the ultimate answers that anyone could imagine arriving at, come to you through your body. But you need to be in touch with your body. Are you conscious about your body? Are you aware about what's going on with your bodies? Anyone have chronic pain? Anyone have an illness or injury, and this part of your body is always talking to you? Your shoulder, right? So that's, maybe you have a gift in that. I was in a severe accident and I got this thing here. So your body's talking to you. You can't forget your body the way other people can if you have a chronic pain or stiffness or something. And while that's not fun, at least you can, I would recommend that you kind of judo that, and every time you feel that discomfort, ache, stiffness, pain, remember, oh, my body's talking to me, and I have everything I need within me, within my sacred geometry, to find the answers. Now, what the answer we're going to get today is about your brand. What does it look like? What colors should I use? Maybe what font, right? What should I choose as my URL? What's my mission statement? What's the product supposed to be, or what's the service? Someone here may have no idea what you want to do. You can get that answer today. What is it? Even if you have no idea what to do going forward, your brand can come to you in the next few minutes. If you know what it is, we're going to go inside. I'm going to teach you how to ask your divinity through your own personal sacred geometry of your body. And we can talk about that another time. We can talk for the whole weekend, could be about sacred geometry. There's not enough time. We can talk about that later. So we're going to get to what is optimal, and you have to ask specific questions. What do I need right now? Or what is the right timing for my brand? Am I supposed to do that now, next week, Christmas time? When am I supposed to do this? Is it now? Is there something I need to know before I can launch my brand? So you're asking yourself, really, the more specific your questions are and grounded in place and time, the more you're going to get a specific answer. Anyone want answers today about their brand? Okay. Okay, cool. So I'm continuing to walk through Kauai. I'm going to share with you something. I had a concussion. I had a car accident and I had a concussion. I'm still going through it. Some days are better than others. And part of why I didn't make a PowerPoint for you today is because the brain swelling comes and goes, and I just thought that was too much. What I've been told to do is rest, and the more I concentrate, the more the brain swelling symptoms show up, and the longer it takes to heal. So in order to be here and be of service to you today, I just made this the one image. And I just wanted to be completely transparent with you. So I can show up and be here with you, and I'm recovering from a concussion. Now, the reason I'm saying that is you have challenges that are maybe decelerating you getting your brand out there, maybe for years, or maybe just weeks or days or hours. I don't feel like I can do it today, or I have to take care of my children or grandchildren, or I've had a financial setback, or I can't find the right person to work with or the right person to hire. Any of this, feeling like something for you? Or I had an illness and that slowed me down from getting my brand out there. Or I had to take care of my parent, or what has been a decelerant for you? or I'm scared, just fearful of getting your brand out there, or I don't know how to communicate about my brand, things like this. So I'm just guiding you a little bit through, and also the information I'm giving you is not the most important thing about why I'm standing in front of you. It's energy. I've been able to cultivate my own personal energy in order to access the energy and information I'm giving you today. And even if you just started playing a video game and put a headset on, just the energy is going to help you anyway. So actually, you can fall asleep, and you're still going to get some good vibes. But if you pay attention, you'll just get even more out of it. But I don't want you to think that the words I'm saying or information I'm helping you with is the deeper meaning of what's happening here. The most important thing is I'm giving you a blessing, I'm giving you energy. And the angels always tell me we have to do stuff to entertain people while we're giving energy. So the entertainment part is I'm going to show you, it's not just entertainment, it's powerful information. But in a fun way, I'm going to teach you how to get answers within yourself, not going on the internet, not asking other people. But I'm going to show you in just a few minutes how to go inside and get the cosmic library within you is a lot bigger than the internet. And I'm going to teach you how to get quiet enough and get clear enough if you're willing to go on that journey with me to get your own answers. Okay. So brand, your values, and maybe you can write a little bit about this or just think about it if you want to, because we have to have some foundation. What is your brand? Your brand can't be because I want to make money or because I don't want to do something. It's not desire based, like I need or want something, and it's not to get away. It's not to go toward anything, like I need more money, and it's not to get away from anything, like I don't want to go to my job anymore. It has to be because it makes you feel whole. And when you feel whole, people respond in a whole way to you. Why is someone like Sting have a song like Fields of Gold, which many people who are masters of music and instruments have told me it's a song that will survive, his song Fields of Gold. And we might forget about the Police and all his pop songs, but people that really know about music have told me that song's probably going to make it into the American songbook indefinitely because it's just so perfect. It's so perfectly expressing what it is. And that's why we buy that song, hopefully purchase it, by the millions. And when you are sending out a signal of wholeness, the universe, the whole world is going to respond to you in a complete way. Does that make sense? When you send out, I'm scared, or I'm not ready yet, or, this is what my mentor told me to do, but I don't feel good, or I don't feel powerful. People, they may be smart or not smart, but people have emotional intelligence, and also just an innate, almost like kind of animal instinct. And when you show up to the job interview and you're not feeling in top form, people don't know why, but they'll say, something's not right, and let's keep looking, and let's not hire that person. And same thing with your brand, putting your brand out there, or getting out there for that investment, starting that business, getting yourself out there as a practitioner of some kind, including a coach, getting yourself out there with the service that you want to provide. It could be you can do all the things everyone's helping you with this weekend and say, I did it all perfectly. I created everything. I got millions of dollars worth of coaching. I did everything I was told to do. But if you don't feel whole, people are going to say, I love everything you're doing, and they'll try to grab some of the elements that you're giving them. But they won't stay connected to your brand because something just doesn't feel right. And isn't it that way also with you with brands? It's like, why did you choose that brand? Sometimes, because statistically they told me that brand is better than that one, or my friends like that brand. Sometimes you don't know. It's like love. why do you love someone that you love? Can you really, quantify that? Can you put that on a graph? It's not supposed to make sense. It's just, I don't know why, but I love you, and that person loves you too. Or why did you choose that block to live on? Sometimes there's some logic, but sometimes there was that really nice tree, and I like the neighborhood, and I can't quite explain it, but my feelings are telling me, right? So much of life is based on feeling, and feeling is based on energy. So what we're going to do right now, I'm just kind of preparing us energetically and also intellectually speaking about it, is there's something kind of magical, there's something deeper about why you're here on earth, why you were born, why all the generations of your family led up to you, and you were here to fulfill all those millennia of energy and all those adventures all your family has ever had, and be your best self. And we really, really need you in this generation. It's not like any generation before. It's an emergency. It's an emergency. We need you to be your best self and put your brand out there in the best way that you can, because we have to transform almost everything, including business, and have an enlightened business. We need enlightened education. We need enlightened banking. We need enlightened government, as you can well see over this last year. So how do we get there is you. You're sitting here because you're the answer. And if you don't feel like you're the answer, let's keep working together. And I help wake people up. And it doesn't matter if you're a violinist or if you want to be a coach or an athlete or you want to be a billionaire, inventor, or whatever it is. I will help you if you will. I'll even carry you for a little while if you're just unconscious, and say, Raul, I'm fainting, and just carry me up the mountain for a little bit, and I'll start walking again. If you ask me to, I'll carry you for a little while. But I need you to believe, as much as I'm willing to help you, that there is a reason that you were born, that your brand does matter, and it's going to be even maybe a tiny piece of the puzzle of making a better world. Do you want your brand to be part of making a better world? Okay. So, how do I get the answers within myself for my brand? So first of all, please understand, you are your brand. Your brand is not something else, some kind of separate entity, and then you're you. It's an expression of you. That's why I only just had the one image up there. And unlike previous times, it wasn't because Raul knocked over something or got entangled in some of the wiring. When I first started doing some multimedia stuff, what I got a lot when I was still new to all this is, Raul, stop tripping over stuff and yanking on wires and things. So I learned, where am I standing, and am I knocking over a light or pulling on one of the wires or something. So I've gotten to where I can do that. Okay, so brand, my logo. What is your brand? It's a logo, it's a name, right? It's a mission and purpose based on your values. Is it a product? Is it a service? It could be the brand of your being an employee. You want to work with a better company. Maybe you want to work with a more ethical company. Maybe you want to work for a more successful company. Or you're working for a successful company, but you'd like to switch to a company that is as successful or more successful, but is also more healthy. Because you could be working for $1 billion company, but everybody's miserable. So you might say, I'm happy with the money I'm making, or I'm happy with how successful my company is, but everybody feels crazy, or they're all frustrated, or my boss is angry all the time. And even though I'm happy with everything else, I'd like to work with somebody that was happier, right? If your boss is miserable every day, that's going to affect you, right? So these are, all the reasons about being really clear about your brand and being able to express your brand as an employee, your brand as a self-employee, right? Your business is your brand. Your investments are your brand. So I'm going to guide you through a visualization, so you're going to close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, I really am challenging you to go on this journey with me where you recognize that you are divine, you are sacred, you matter. There's a reason you were born. There's a reason you have the passion to do your business. There's a reason for you to do your brand in the world. It does matter. And we do need you. And your brand getting out there successfully is an important part of having a better world. Even if only the people in this room, as you're listening to my voice, even just the people in this room getting to success in their brands, and their brands are more ecological, more in alignment with higher values and ethics, we make a better world. Just this room. Imagine if we could do this in 1 million places all over the world. That's how we create a better world, one brand at a time. So as you close your eyes, and really I'm challenging you to feel how much we need you. And we're here to help you to succeed. And your brand is part of solutions for our planet. I want to thank you for having the courage to come out here, to get your brand out there, and together we are absolutely going to succeed. So try to go into this space with me and say yes to this. Yes, my brand matters. I matter. I was born for a reason. I'm here on this planet to be successful and help others with my success, be part of the solutions for our planet. I'm going to show a new generation that we can do things in a better way, that are better for the planet, and be super successful. And young people need to see you do that. And some of you that are younger, children need to see you do that. So it's really, really important what your brand is. It really matters. And then when you start to come into this space, I feel you're starting to change. You're starting to change how you feel about yourself. You're starting to feel the wonder of how sacred you are, how amazing you are, and how you matter, and how this amazing group of people in this room are going to be a support for each other. We all have the answers for each other. The mentors that were on stage this weekend are all here to give you gifts. And together, with this much energy, this much passion and purpose, we are absolutely going to succeed. And your brand is absolutely going to succeed. That's where we're going. Why? That's where your answers are. So your answers are in the success. So sometime in the future, and we're traveling there right now, and please breathe. Breathe as much as you can. Breathing is going to help you go through this. Breathing is a vehicle for your journey. We are going to a destination. And the destination, you don't have to know where it is. You don't have to know how you got there. All you have to know is it's an ideal future where your brand is very, very successful. Now, you have psychological motivations for why you want to succeed. You want your parents to be proud of you, or you want to show people you went the right way. You want to be respected in society. You want to be of service. You want to be extremely wealthy, and you want to be a philanthropist and give to worthy causes. There's many reasons why you want to succeed. And succeed means something different to everyone. Succeed means to get your master's degree or your PhD, and that's your mission at this time. Success is, I want to retire, and now it's time for me to do the next thing. Success for other people means they're changing their job, or they're changing to a different industry. They're starting a different kind of business. Success for other people is they had an amazing business experience and they're ready to sell that business. So success means something different for everyone here. Let's go deeper. Let's breathe. And now, you don't have to know anything about this ideal future where your brand is super successful. You're just giving yourself the destination. It's like you're getting on the airplane, and this airplane, you have a ticket to get on the airplane, and the ticket simply says, the ideal future for my brand. You don't have to know anything else, except it's just ideal. It's completely successful. It's created abundance. It's created wealth. And keep breathing. If you start to feel a little sleepy, get your attention back into your hands and feet, because I also want to help you with how can you meditate and stay awake, too, so you can get the best out of what you're doing. So bring your attention back to your feet and hands. Maybe squeeze your hands a little bit or move your feet a little bit so that you don't get too sleepy, because we're being conscious in this meditation. We're being very alive and very aware and being in this visualization. And let's go deeper, and now we're reaching our ideal brand. And in this space, it's just a kind of void. In order to bring yourself more clearly into your ideal brand, in order to bring yourself more fully and clearly into your ideal brand, I want you to do something people almost always forget to do in their visualizations, is look at yourself in that picture. If you can vividly see, I'm getting money and I'm successful and I'm getting all the accolades I want and all that, and then I ask people, well, what did you look like in that dream, in that vision? Oh, I didn't pay any attention to myself. Why not? Because we're saying our brand means more than we do. Because my brand is going to give me what I want in life, or respect, or money. But if you don't care about yourself, whether your brand succeeds or not, if you don't care about yourself, whether your brand succeeds or not, then you cannot put fully your divine energy into your brand. So just like that perfectly written song that will go on for centuries, you have to put your love, your self-love, you have to put your value of yourself, that you matter. You were born for a reason. You're here on a mission, and your success and your business are going to make a positive change in this world. You have to put that wholeness into your brand. So, of course, you have to look at yourself in the visualization. Please don't leave yourself out of future visualizations. Now, start to ask yourself some questions. What do I look like in my ideal future with my ideal brand? What am I wearing? Is my hair shorter or longer? Right? What colors am I wearing? Am I wearing casual clothing? Am I wearing business attire? What do your shoes look like? Are you wearing any shoes? Do you have jewelry on of any kind? And then stay clear, you're looking at yourself in your ideal future when your brand is just popping. It's very successful, it's wealthy, you're contributing to society, you're getting the accolades that you want. People are saying, wow, your brand is amazing. Are you still with me? If anyone's a little lost or something, just raise your hand. So you have to guide yourself through this. Now, if anyone's having any sense that you can get a feeling of what you're wearing in your visualization, raise your hand. Wow, great. Anybody needs a little help, raise your hand. You're not seeing anything? I'm going to send you some energy. And just keep affirming and being positive. I can see myself in this ideal future. I can see myself in my ideal future. I can see myself in my ideal future. And look at yourself. What am I wearing? Now, this is even more important. How do I feel in my ideal future? We're talking about brand. You can use this technique I'm teaching you for your health, for the ideal relationship you want to meet. Where should I move? For everything. Where should I go to college? You can use this technique for everything, and the answers are always inside you. But today we're doing it for your brand. The most important thing to put your divine power into your brand is energy. And the energy conduit can be your emotions. So how do you feel when your brand is super successful, the money's coming in, you're able to employ who you want to, it's contributing to society, you're able to do the philanthropy that you want, you're mentoring people that are coming up in your industry, you're respected in your community, you're providing that value, you're making a difference in the world. How do you feel? You feel happy? You feel complete? Do you feel that all the sacrifices that the generations before you made have been worth it? What challenges did your parents go through, your grandparents, your great-grandparents? Did they go through any suffering? Were there any trials? Did they go through any wars, diseases, any family challenges of any kind? And after all of that, and all their sacrifices, and all the challenges of your life, your dreams are coming true, and you're becoming the success that we are all here together supporting you in creating that. How do you feel at that moment of achievement? And when you have a sense, okay, I got it, I got this good feeling that I'm in my success, raise your hand. If you have even a glimmer of, oh, it feels good, I feel fulfilled. Okay, cool. And if you don't feel anything, raise your hand and I'm going to help you. Okay, great. Stay with me. We're almost done. You're in that successful visualization and you have some sense of what you're wearing. Many times people are surprised at what they're wearing. I've done this many, many times, and there's lots of surprises. So now, look all around you. Are you inside? Are you outside? Is it nighttime? Is it daytime? Is it summer? Is it winter? Are you in a different part of the world? Look for clues, because you're going to bring those gems back, okay? Stay with me. Keep breathing. Stay together. Don't fly off into the galaxy somewhere, because we're meditating. Stay in the visualization. And ask for support, ask for help. In this visualization, now you're asking, what do I need to see? Show me something that gives me a clue, some breadcrumbs to my ideal future. Where are you in this ideal future? What's the name of my brand in this ideal future? Anyone has the name already for their ideal brand? Raise your hand. You feel like, I'm not going to change the name because I love it. Okay, that was cool. Anybody need help with the brand that it's not just okay or you like it or it's good? Anyone need help with the name of their brand that they would love it? Raise your hand. I need help with the brand that I'm going to absolutely love the name. Okay, thank you. We're getting energy for that. It's coming. Anything starts to feel weird or concerns or feel fears or I'm not sure I can do this, come back to your sacredness. Come back that you matter. Come back to you're here to make a difference and we're all going to support you in your business mission so that we can make a better planet together. Come back to the value. when you get a little lost, okay? So what do I look like? How do I feel? Name. How about color? Is there any colors that are associated with your brand being ideal? I have colors for soul-based living. I'm not going to tell you too much about my brand because you'll say, oh, I'll take that one. I'll disagree. I'll have one of those too, what he ordered. I want you to go in and go get your ideal color. Color for your business card, color for your brochure, your postcard, color for your website. What colors are going to, when people see those colors, they think of your brand because you've been consistent in communicating about your brand. They don't even see the name of your brand, but they saw those color combinations and they already know, oh, that's that brand. Right? What are the colors that are going to be ideal? So how do we get there? You go into the feeling of success. I'm making a difference. I'm fulfilled. My company is creating wealth. We're making a difference in the world. And the colors for my brand are, give yourself those answers.